And can you state your name and the office you're running for?
My name is Wendy Burgess, and I'm running for Tarrant County Tax Assessor.
Okay, and why are you running for that office?
I'm running for that office because it is my duty as a citizen of Tarrant County to continue to take care of my neighbors. I have run for public office before and took care of my neighbors in that position, and this gives me an opportunity to work with the citizens of Tarrant County, the 2 million people that live here, and take care of the tax office, which is definitely a business office.
Okay, and you touched on it a little bit, but can you briefly describe a little more into your qualifications for the office?
Yes, my qualifications for the office: I have owned my own businesses for over 20 years. I understand the basic and extended principles of running a business, all the way from starting a business, creating documents that any business must have, employee handbooks, understanding how to hire and employ great employees, how to deal with customers. The customers are the most important part of a business outside of the fiscal running of a business. So I take that very seriously, and I believe that my 6 years on Mansfield City Council has prepped me for this job as well. It helped me understand how to listen to those that I serve.
Okay. And what is the proper role of government?
The role of government is to be very limited and allow the people to tell them what they believe should happen. Very simply.
Okay. When and for what reason should state or local government be allowed to seize private property under eminent domain?
Eminent domain is an instrument in which government uses it to take land that is for government purposes only, and it is repaid in monetary funds to the owner based on an appraisal of the property.
And for what reason do you believe the government should be allowed to seize private property?
Typically, it is for water and sewer line. I believe that it would be for things. What I've seen in municipalities, creation of water and sewer lines, lift stations, things like that, but as limited as possible.
Is Texas in need of civil asset forfeiture reform?
I believe asset forfeiture reform is needed. I think that asset forfeiture should have an initial freeze during the investigative process and should only have the taking once there is a ruling by a judge.
What is your position on marriage rights?
I believe that marriage is between a man and a woman, and that has been upheld by those that share my beliefs.
What are the top 3 issues for your campaign?
That's a good question. I haven't been asked that yet. Thank you. I think that the top issue for this campaign is this is a very large business that is comprised of 200 people within 8 offices spread throughout the county. This office collects approximately $3.6 billion in taxes per year. So I believe that this is a business office that must be run as a business. The customers should come first, and those customers happen to be the people that live within the county. And I believe that it's very important that we continue to remember that their voices should be heard. They should be heard by those leading this office, and they should be reflected in the customer service given to them by this office. I think that opportunities to increase customer service are available. I think that possible advancements within IT are possible, but I'd really need to review the policies and procedures that are in place before I would make any determination on that. And I'm sure that there are other policies that could be reviewed, but my first action in office would be to do an audit of all of those policies so I understood where we stand currently and where we might move forward.
Okay. do you believe are the top 3 things that make you more qualified than your opponents?
The number one issue is my 20-year business ownership and understanding how it is that an individual business owner employs those in the local area and makes their business thrive. And they need to make sure to have a firm grasp on their financial dealings in that business. And those are pivotal for understanding. Knowing how to take care of people, whether they are employees or customers, is also very important. And I think that the transparency within the operations for this particular office is very important as well.
Okay. Please describe your political experience as well as experience as an election volunteer, staffer, candidate, or office holder. Be sure to include the names of any candidates or office holders for whom you have worked or volunteered.
Okay, goodness. I might have to ask for a few of those. I have been, until this last year, at the end of June 2017, I was a council member in Mansfield for 6 years plus a few months because they had to have a runoff to fill my position. I have helped with numerous campaigns, and I don't know that I can remember all of them. Obviously, one campaign that I have helped with a lot is my husband, Constable Clint Burgess. I've obviously done a lot with that, but I've also supported candidates such as Bill Zedler, Bill Wayburn, a lot of local candidates. Obviously, I was involved closely with local elections, so our local school board as well as city council members. I think they would be too numerous to account. But I've also been a delegate for Texas in the past, and I can't think of specific names to name all of them, but they have been numerous, and I've just listed a few.
And do you have any specific?
Will you assist cities in collecting red light camera fines through the denial of service for back fines?
I will not.
Were there a couple other tax questions specifically? Because I remember you had a couple that I don't remember what you had asked. No? Okay.
Is there anything you want to tell the voters or the board?
The thing that I would like to share with the voters as well as the board is this is a very large office. I continue to say the word business because this is a business. This is a business of the people. This office is owned by the people of Tarrant County. I work for the citizens of Tarrant County that elect me to that position, and they give me this job every 4 years. It's important for everyone to remember that this office is of the people, and I think people forget that. It's also of the customers that come through, which are going to be the citizens in Tarrant County. This, as I said earlier, the total, including ad valorem taxes, in motor vehicle taxes, in vehicle inventory taxes, in beer and wine permits, the total is very large. So you need someone that has a firm grasp on business principles, not only basic, but advanced business principles to take care of this very large organization that absolutely is a business. And I have the experience in my past in covering businesses that have a very large employee base, and I believe that my experience in the past within business as well as serving the citizens of Mansfield absolutely qualifies me for this position.
Okay, and do you have a website?
I do, wendyburgess.com.
Okay. And lastly, if you are elected for this position, do you believe that you can get Clint to put step-up bars on his truck?
I believe he was installing those today. Thank you for asking.
Nothing for it.
Good.